Welcome to Leader Lifestyle Hub. Who we are a unique digital place for digital leaders to enhance every day with the help of book summaries. Today, we are going to see one book summary from the 4minutebooks.com. Let me share my screen and let's get started. And I recommend you to take digital notes. And once we complete the session, we can discuss further if any questionnaires are there in the last 5 minutes. Let us start the book summary. The name of the book that we have today is The Worry-Free Mind. I just got this summary by random, The Worry-Free Mind. And the writer of this book, the author of this book is Carol Kershaw. Carol Kershaw. Let us see what is the synopsis or one sentence summary. The worry-free mind helps free you of the shackles of all types of anxieties by identifying where they come from and what steps you need to take to regain control of your thinking patterns and become mentally healthy again. If you remember, in the previous day, we have seen one book summary, the book Your Parents Wish You Had. In that, we have seen that third lesson was to help the mental health of the kids. Like we have seen few tips also over there. So in the same pattern, we are again moving to the worry-free mind. So it is also about mental health, to free from all the anxieties and to regain the control of thinking patterns. Let us see the quotation from the author. With practice, you can rewire your brain. Let me repeat again. With practice, you can rewire your brain. I just remember one of the shloka from Bhagavad Gita when Arjuna asks about mind with the Krishna. He says that this mind is uncontrollable. Like Arjuna asks that my mind is uncontrollable. What should I do? Then Krishna give two practices. One is two methods to control the mind. But that is Abhyasa and Vairagya. These are the two things. Abhyasena tu kaunteya, Vairagyena cha kruhyate. So yes, I agree with you, Arjuna. This mind is uncontrollable. However, if you do abhyasa, practice, and vairagya means the renunciation of the results without expecting, without worrying about the result. If you do practice, you can rewire your mind or you can rewire your brain. That is the sloka I just now got collected from the Bhagavad Gita. Let us start again. In the world today, we have a lot to worry about. Whether it is a school, whether it is a finance, whether it is a relationship, whether it is a work, whether it is a world crisis, there always seems to be something we are stressing over. Even yesterday, I got some office stress. So it may be any place. You will be having a situation somewhere or around where you will feel stress over. It's natural for us to worry. In fact, this response in the brain comes from our ancestors. They needed it to stay alive in a time with life or death situations, like meeting a saber-toothed tiger, for an instance. Like if you go for a forest, some tiger or lion is coming in front of you. That type of situations, you feel like stress over. Thankfully, most of us don't have to worry about these sort of threats. But because it's our biology, many of us are prone to this kind of stress. Many of us live our lives in a constant cycle of stress, thinking this is normal. So it doesn't have to be this way. And psychologically, husband and wife. There are couple who worked on the psychology. Those are nothing but Carol Kershaw and Bill Wade. Share valuable insights from their years of experience on how we can train our brains to stop worrying all the time. So they have conducted a research and they have put lots of study with the different people, and they came to find out how you can train your brain to stop worrying all the time. So those practical tips of their experience, they put in the book, The Worry-Free Mind, Train Your Brain, Calm the Stress, Spin Cycle, and Discover a Happier, More Productive You. This is the title of the book, The Worry-Free Mind, Train Your Brain, Calm the Stress, Spin Cycle, and Discover a Happier, More Productive You. And this book will help you start enjoying your life and putting you on a more positive track. Here are the top 3 lessons that you can take from this book about coping with the anxiety. Coping means handling with the anxiety. First lesson, we have 5 brain waves, and meditation can help you spend some more time in the calm one. Means, as you have seen, Calm the Stress Spin Cycle in the book title, it is also explains about how to calm your mind with the help of meditation. And the second powerful lesson is you can ease your worries by taking walking, like going for a walk, and changing the way you think about the future. So you can ease your worries by walking and changing the way of your thinking about the future. And the third powerful lesson that we have in this book is ask the right questions to find the source of your worries and come up with a solution. So whenever you feel worried or tensed, ask the right questions to find the source of your worries and come up with a solution. So ready to find out how to have confidence in a world of uncertainty? Let's get right into it. So let me repeat the 3 lessons. Meditation can help you to become a calm, ease your worries with the help of walking and changing the way of thinking. Ask the right questions to find the source and come up with a solution. Like a puzzle. If you see a puzzle, you try to solve the puzzle, right? So you solve the puzzle only by finding out the solution. If you don't look for the solution, you will end up with not solving that puzzle. So similarly, think in the same point of view, meditation, walking, and solving a puzzle. Let us see the lesson number 1. There are 5 frequencies of brain waves, and meditation helps you stay at the calmest frequency. You can think of the brain kind of like a bike that have 5 gears. Have you ever seen a bike, or have you ever drive a bike? If so, then you might have seen 5 gears. Gear 1, gear 2, gear 3, gear 4, and gear 5. Each gear represents a different frequency. It's not only in the bike, it is also in the car. Each gear represents a different frequency that reflects your state of being at the moment. You change gears sometimes in the blink of eye, within short span of second, depending on the situation in front of you. Depending on what you are thinking about, what you are doing, what you are feeling, your neurons create brain waves of different frequencies. We measure the frequencies in the hertz. It's the measurement unit, hertz. And they come in 5 different kinds. One is delta, theta, alpha, beta, gamma. These are the 5 different frequencies. Let me repeat. Delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. These are the 5 brainwave frequencies. The slowest frequency of the brainwave is delta, and this is during deep sleep. So when you have a deep sleep, that time the brainwave frequency is delta. That is the slowest frequency, which is calm your mind. Theta happens during deep relaxation from waking up from the deep sleep of the delta. As you wake up recently, 5-10 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago, currently your frequency in the theta stage. Alpha is a conscious but calm state that lets you regain energy. Means whenever you go for walking, whenever you sit for meditation, at that time, your frequency will be in the alpha state. This is what it feels like when you are curled up on the couch reading a book without a care in the world. Means you are focused and concentrated. That is the state of alpha. Beta is an attentive and bright state and is good for getting work done and focusing. Whereas gamma frequencies are rarer and are sought after by many and mastered by Buddhist monks through meditation because it comes with a blissful sense of peace. Let me repeat all the 5. Delta is during sleep, deep sleep. Theta means during deep relaxation, following waking up. Alpha is a conscious but calm state that lets you regain energy, means conscious stage. And beta is an bright state and attentive on each and every point of second. Gamma frequency is more mastered by more practice through meditation, and it comes with a blissful sense of peace. Let me repeat in single statement. Theta, sleep. Alpha, conscious.
Delta sleep.
Sorry. Yeah, delta is a deep sleep. That's right. Delta is a deep sleep. Theta is like a waking up relaxation. Alpha is a conscious state. Beta is an attentive state. Gamma is an peaceful state. It is best to avoid spending too much time stuck in one frequency. When we are stuck in a state of worry, means at the time of situation of worried situations, we are usually stuck in the beta brainwaves, which is attentive and bright state, and are constantly alert, making it hard for us to ever relax. Remember that whenever you are in stuck or whenever you are in worried, your brainwave will be attentive and bright state. Research shows that meditation can help you bring the brain back down to alpha frequency, but it requires practice. With a lot of practice, you can train yourself to clear your mind so worries are less frequent and more controllable. So I hope so you got the 5 frequencies of brainwaves. And let's move on to the lesson number 2. Some ways to ease your worries include going on walking and restructuring how you view the future. When we experience a cycle of stress, our mind's ability to think rationally is impaired. Studies show that worried people have higher blood flow in the body to the right side of the brain, away from the left side of the rational thought. So in the brain also, if you are worried, the blood flow will be to the right from the left to the right in the higher portion. Means the right side of the brain will be having higher blood flow. Going for a walk helps because it is a bilateral activity. It will switch from the left to right and right to left. When you go for walking, both hemispheres works, both the left hemisphere and right hemisphere works. And this helps get your rational side thinking again. Doing this helps you fight off the irrational doom and gloom thoughts that are hard to escape when you are caught up in worrying. And not to mention that nature also helps with anxiety. If you feel the fresh air in the walking, the nature also heals your breathing. So remember that, go for walking every day at least 5 to 10 minutes minimum, and make it as a habit. A good indication of whether you are spending too much of your time worrying is if you ask yourself a simple question. When I think about the future, is it full of dread and anxiety, or am I excited and eager to see what comes? Ask this question for yourself. When I think about the future, let us say tomorrow or next month or 1 year, is it full of dread and anxieties, or am I excited to see what might come? It is naturally to worry about the future sometimes, but when it's too much, it's hard to enjoy life. It is good to have that type of worry about the future, but if you have more frequency of that, means when it crosses the boundary, it's hard to enjoy current life. Pessimism will actually make the chances of being miserable go up. So it helps to change the way you think about your future by training yourself to look forward with positivity and opportunity rather than issues. The author suggests taking what if worries and confronting them with can-dos. What if questions will be arising in your mind? What if these sessions will not go in long run? What if I was not able to implement all the lessons or whatever I learned? What if I lose job? What if I lose my mobile? All these worries are there. But these worries has to confront them with the can-dos. Questions like, what if this long distance relationship that doesn't work, can become, what can I do to help the relation work? So this will happen when you ask your questions to your mind and answer it from your heart. Let us see the lesson number 3. Seek the source of your worry by asking the right questions so you can work through a solution. Another way to help yourself get unstuck from a worry cycle is learning to neuro repatterning or changing your thoughts about certain situation. This is done in 4 steps. I recommend you to take the 4 steps on the paper or digital notes. The first step is ask yourself right questions to find the trigger of your worry. How you can do that? Like, here is an example. Is it a certain person or is it a certain situation that makes you worried? Acknowledge it, and showing curiosity helps overcome the worry. The second step is try to get closer to how you feel exactly by asking things like, do I feel a physical discomfort that is associated with my worries? Where do I feel it? So ask this type of things, means where do I feel discomfort in that particular situation? Where do I feel discomfort about the person? Is it only on that situation or other else? And the third powerful step for changing your thoughts is, what needs to happen? This is a powerful question you need to ask. What needs to happen so I can rid myself of this feeling? Sometimes it is hard to come out of that feeling for a long time, but if you don't come out of that, you feel depressed for the long run. So you need to ask this question definitely, for sure, mandatorily, to come out of that. What needs to happen? And finally, Try to hone in one of these 4 feelings to refocus your mind and reduce your worry. These are the 4 feelings will happen to refocus your mind. One is curiosity, second is lust, third one is care, and the fourth one is play. These are the, sorry?
Please repeat.
Curiosity. Curiosity means like anxiety to learn or anxiety to come out of the situation. Lust is like having a more greed. Having a, I want to become a billionaire. I want to buy a new home. I want to have a dreamland. I want to purchase golden groceries and luxuries that I wishing for. So lust will be like having a greed with the intensity high, means high intensity wishes. If a wish is there in a brain or body, that will become as a desire. And if the intensity of your desire is high, then it will become a lust. Again, I want to quote from one of the sloka from Bhagavad Gita, which is how a mind will be fallen down if you don't control the lust. So kama means a lust. So if you don't control the lust, that will leads to anxiety, which is nothing but krodha. And if you don't handle the anger or krodha, it will again go for lobha, means you feel like spending less amounts or worrying about each and every penny that you spend, and you will fall down from each and every step with the help of lust. So lust is the initial feeling. So you need to come out of that lust. Even curiosity comes from lust also. So you need to hone these 4 things: curiosity, lust, care, and play. Care is nothing but like how do you value any particular thing or a person. Play is like you don't worry about anything. So it is also a similar types. So these are the 4 feelings which gives you worry. So you need to come out of these 4 feelings to worry free. So fourth thing is like, let me repeat the 4 steps. First step is find out the person or situation which caused you worry. Second step is ask how I feel at that particular time, or how I did feel with the help of that person. Third question is what needs to happen so I can rid myself of this feeling. Fourth step is come out of these 4 feelings: curiosity, lust, care, and play. So if you solve this type of 4 steps analysis, I want to give one more example. When I was studying in my education, there was a 3 matchsticks puzzle. My mathematics teacher or at faculty, he gave me a puzzle to resolve that 3 matches puzzle. So at that time, I was not able to figure out the solution immediately. I was trying with multiple things, and one time I just focused on the solution, means what will be the solution point view. So at that time, within short span of my time spent over there, I got the solution. Why I am saying all these things is what needs to happen. If this question is hitting you hard, you will definitely find out the solution to come out of the worry, or you can come out of the bringing solution for any solution challenges. Even finding a path in a jumbled graph, like from point A to point B, you need to reach from different paths are there. there will be confusing whether which path you need to go. So if you want to solve that type of puzzles, try to come up from the solution from where you need to and reach the destination. So if your destination is clear, then your source also will get clear. That's what I want to convey from this book. And yes, this book is targeted for those who suffers from anxiety and struggles to break the spiral downward. 17-year-old who feels like they are stuck in a rut of being afraid and cannot get out, and anyone who worries about anything. So somehow the universe is giving me this powerful book today morning. Let us see another book summary tomorrow. Until then, stay connected, keep progressing. Any questions? I want to hear from Sony or Avikram. Any questions?
I did feel that how do I get the connection down? First, 3 steps I acknowledge, like, see what is troubling, what is worrying. Is it the person or situation? All right. Then move to how do I feel in that moment? Okay, done. Now, how do I need to feel? Okay. Then how do I need to feel? You ask yourself a question and you get the answer. But how do you lead to that, because it would need certain action. Here it just reaches till mindset.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that loop yet needs to be complete.
Yes. Let me take a real example. Recently, yesterday itself, my HR and my manager said that you will not be in the part of work for next 2 days or 3 days or 1 week. So it lead me to a worry, temporary. It's not like a complete. It leads to a worry whether I'll be staying in job or losing my job. Just put yourself in my place. So I was in situation which I didn't do anything like mistakes over there. Still, I got the worrisome from their situation. Now, put the same steps. First thing is, what are the 4 steps we have seen in this lesson number 1? Is it a certain person or certain situations? Yes, definitely it is a certain situation happened over there which made me worry. Second thing, do I feel a physical discomfort that is associated with my worries? Means in my body where I feel the discomfort, I feel like it is not physical. I feel like like a mental discomfort. Means my mindset was not in proper when I hear that, and for a few point of time I was in worried. Okay. Now, third question: what needs to happen? Yesterday I conveyed my mother also. I need to switch out my job, or I need to prepare hard for something new, learning new things. So I'll be spending time in upcoming days, today also, learning new things and progressing myself. Anyways, if the work is not there, then learning should not stop. What needs to happen is learning and growing. In my case, okay. So I can rid myself of this feeling. Means they have said this, they have said this, what might happen, whether my job is there or whether I lose my job. These things will not help you in the future. So what needs to happen is learn, grow, and move. And I need to come out of these 4 feelings, right? I said, right? Curiosity is all about what might happen. Lust, whether I'll get more salary or whether my job will be there, whether all these things will happen. I need to manage my family, whether all these things happen, all this type of lot of things, wishes, dreams happen in my mind. Care, so care about my job, or care about same. It is also related to same. And the play, like I can't relate the play in this particular situation.
Even that is what my question is. That you
Yes.
ask yourself right, and then it says that these are the four feelings generally you play on your mind when there is a worry and you are trying to reach to
Mm.
the feeling which you want to feel. So you have to reduce curiosity. In order to reduce worry, you have, does it say, what do I understand is, in order to reduce curiosity, you have to increase, sorry, in order to reduce worry, do you have to increase curiosity or you have to lessen your curiosity at that time? Because lust is not that positive word, what I can relate to. Lust is something being over of something, to my understanding. And care and play, here, care is a positive word. Play, I don't know how one to take it.
Okay.
So I'm not able to close the loop here.
So let us see. So you need to sharpen the curiosity, sharpen the lust, sharpen the care, sharpen the play. Let us suppose now I want to learn something new here. My third question is clear. What needs to happen is learn something new. This is the step I cleared. Now, how to sharpen the curiosity is
And
clear.
here also, Akhil, I would like to take your attention that when you say what needs to happen, there is certain thing in my control that I can do.
Yes.
Now, suppose you want to feel safe, you whatever situation which you are not at fault, but you're put on spot.
Yes.
Okay. So you certainly feel that I'm not at fault. So you would demand understanding of your perception by the other person also, right?
Yes.
To understand your situation, that you have not done anything wrong. So that is something beyond you, outside you are asking. You can have things how you want to feel, which is only within your control. You can contribute in how you want to feel. But how would you do when it comes from outside understanding also?
That's what I'm saying. So outside things you can't control, but
Yeah,
however, you can control of yourself, right? The only thing that you can do is control your thinking, not other person thinking. We are not like scientists or babas to control other people thinking.
Does it close the loop, even how you think, how you can manage things which are in your control? But how would you do that? There would be certain thought, there should be action. That it does not close the loop completely. There, what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Reduce worry through what? It's like increase curiosity, decrease lust, increase care, decrease play. What is it?
Here we have seen that it is yet to sharpen the curiosity, sharpen the lust, care and play. Means whatever the things you need to do, make it like a specific targets. Like let us see again. There are 3 techniques I want to follow from this book summary from this session, which is nothing but a few point of meditation. You see that meditation helps you spend more. And second thing is walking, thinking about your future as a positive perspective. So finding the solution. These are the 3: meditation, walking, finding the solution. See, sometimes finding the solution takes a long time, but with the help of practice and trial and error. So I always admire one of the person, Thomas Alva Edison. He attempted more and more times, whether it may be 1,000, 10,000, whatever it is. If he attempted that many times in trying new things, so why can't we try on the same new things instead of worrying about what happened? Let us try to come out of that. So handling these 4 things, he said, like Arthur said, these 4 feelings. to refocus your mind and reduce worry. So at this point of time, at my worry time, I was having a curiosity. Sometimes few worries leads to the thinking of lust. Some few worries, things comes to care. It is like not all the four. Let me repeat this statement. Try to sharp in one of these four feelings. It is not like four feelings altogether. To refocus your mind and reduce worry. Hope so you got it. Sony?
Yeah. So I'm trying to get it that it is by individual thing like curiosity. And last, probably you need to question yourself and regulate it. And so is care and play.
So that is what I want to explain. Like in the previous example also, it is only one of those feelings: curiosity or lust or care or play. So these are the four feelings you need to sharpen to refocus your mind at that point of worry.
I don't know. It makes me think, what if these are the steps that, whatever worry you have and the results what you want, once you got how you want to feel, then have the curiosity how you can reach till there. And then I don't know about how to place last, but with total care, you play, means you act on it.
Yes.
Probably these are the steps. But here
And in the why is that word care? I don't understand.
You need to care for yourself. Nobody else care. At least Akhil has to stand
Okay.
for his own respect of himself.
Okay. Mhm.
So that I am able to place care, and play is I'm thinking it as act on it. Okay, you got the solution, then act on that.
Let me give an example for care.
Sorry.
Let me give an example for care. Suppose you see a couple where a wife is expecting the care from husband, and that was not happening. And she feel worried about the situation because of her husband is not giving care and respect, means not respect, it's not giving time or not giving care to her family. This lead her to worry. So for her to come out of the worry is sharpen herself about care, of self-care or seeking care from others to refocus her mind. What do you say about this?
Well, here I would just say that somebody have told you something to belittle you or ignore you, something.
Yes.
So then forget the world belittling. At least you stand in your own respect. Whatever the world says, you stand in your own courage, in your self-belief, in your self-image.
That's right.
It's more on that. And then you walk your self-belief, you walk your self-image. That I will put it as play. So that play here, I can think it is more of act on the solution what we follow. Curiosity is to reaching out to the solution, being curious. How do I get to what I need to feel?
Again, I'm saying these are not all together. One of this might have. Suppose you enter into a worry, one of these only might affect at the time of the worry.
Okay.
So not four.
Okay.
Only one. In my case, it was curiosity. In that couple case, it was care. Few people might have issues with the lust. The worry might become from the lust. The worry might come from the play. Means if suppose a kid is there, he never listen to his parents and he don't do his work and he always plays with mobile or he always spends with his friends and he never listened to elders, he never listened to the sister and brothers, whatever it may be. He's like he's not listening to the anyone, and he's careless, and he's not worrying about his future also. So at that particular situation, the parent will worry about that person. That worry of the parent about the kid is also a root cause of worry. So that how to sharpen that? That comes play. The play of a kid means I related that particular situation, but remember that if you have any worry, one of these 4 feelings might happen. So you need to sharpen those feelings to refocus, as you said, to believe yourself, to work on yourself, simply to say, go for meditation or go for walking and find out what needs to happen. What is the solution? Think from the solution perspective. 3 things, only 3 things: meditation, walking, and what is the solution? Yesterday also I given the same tips. If you remember the previous day's book summary, in this also there will be meditation, walking, and solution based. Let us recollect the previous books also. In the previous book summary also I have mentioned the same things. In the same point of view, I got the same thing: meditation, walking, and come up with a solution. I hope so it is clear. We'll see with another book summary. Let us find out the solutions instead of digging into the challenges. Okay.